Hello, today we're doing square roots. Our first example is going to be what is the square root of 64. Again, it's easier to think of the square root sign as a little house, and you need to get partners, okay? This one is easy. This would be the same thing as having square root of 8 times 8. Why do I say the same thing? Because 8 times 8 is the same thing as 64, okay? Your main goal of finding square root is to get two partners, because two partners cancel the sign, okay? So whenever you have two inside, one goes outside, okay? So you can say the square root of 64 is equal to 8, okay? Let's do number 2. I have the negative square root of 81, which is equal to, remember to keep the sign, negative, excuse me, 81 is the same thing as 9 times 9. And again, if you have two pairs or two partners inside the house, one goes out. In this case, you have a negative outside, so give it to the number, okay? Example 3, I have the negative square root of 25 over 16, okay? The square root covers the entire fraction. Again, keep the negative, so the square root, the top 25 is the same thing as 5 times 5, and the bottom is the same thing as 4 times 4, okay? Again, we're going to keep the negative sign. I have a partner on top, so one comes out, and I have a partner on the bottom, so one comes out. Okay? So remember, the goal is to have two partners inside the house, so we can take one out. Okay? And that's your answer. Let's see. The last example, I have the square root of negative 4. Now, this one cannot be done, okay? So we say no solution. This thing here means no solution. Why is that? Because the square root is asking us to find two partners, okay? And no two, and the partner has to be exactly the same number, of course. No same number is going to give us negative 4. Why? Because if I multiply 2 times 2, I get 4. If I multiply negative 2 times negative 2, I get 4. If I multiply negative 2 times 2, I do get negative 4. But negative 2 and 2, they're not the same number, okay? So this cannot be done. You have to remember, if you have the negative outside, yes, it can be done. You just find whatever you have inside, and then just write the negative. If the negative is inside, no solution. Okay? Check my website.